That's as good as I'm going to get on the tick. Let's see. Hey Mumbles, how you getting on? I'm okay. We're just sitting out in the garden having a cup of tea a few minutes ago. So, well, it's beautiful weather, sun shining. Can't grumble with that. Relaxing morning before the market opens. Well, there's not much moving right now. But, no, we can look at a few things. Who's this? Who's this? American Airlines. Oh, gap above $3. Interesting. I am American Airlines then. Slow but steady pace. Slow but steady. Joining on TikTok, hopefully. Likes yet? Come on, guys, in the TikTok stream, give us some likes. Tap the screen 10 times. Let's get this algorithm pushing it out to more people. We need more people in the chat. Nobody liking the screen. Everybody tap the screen 10 times, and I'll enter a trade later. You tap the screen 10 times, you might be able to wake up my dog snoring. Yeah, the US stock exchange, the US stock market. That's what pick the market that you plan to trade. So the US stock market, Mumbles, and absolutely trade on paper first. Do not put money into a brokerage account until you've proven to yourself and to the market that you can be consistently profitable. What I'm saying is not like 2 or 3 days in a row of gains that you may just have got lucky. Talking about consistent profits over a period of at least a month. So trade in a simulator first. Don't put money in that you can't afford to lose. When you do put money in, and start small. Build up to decent sized position. We're starting today with $26,000 in our account. So that's 4,000. If we get over 4,000 today, we'll be back green on the month with a little over a week left. So the ideal goal today is to get a $5,000 day and put a little bit of a cushion on the month. I'd like to be trading next week for profit as opposed to digging out of the hole that I put myself into at the beginning of the month. My goodness. I swear it's not me snoring. It is the dog. American Airlines could be interesting. Always snoring. Yeah, I think she thinks she's Peppa Pig, or she does like jumping in muddy puddles as well. So go figure. Yeah, she's always snoring. What stocks are we watching today? There's not much ready for me. I think American Airlines is probably the most interesting right now, which is the one that's on screen. Aside from that, it's the small stocks that I don't trade. So we've got things like Guard Force, which is about 93 cents at the moment. That's up over 40% on the day. We've got Box Technology, which is got really good volume. It's 38 cents. Talking penny stocks. However, I think what some people will be interested in is Mullen Motors, after selling off for most of this month and on relatively low volume as well. It's having a bit of a bounce day, and it's on decent volume for once. So Mullen Motors could be one to watch as well. So Mullen's currently trading at 167. So you can't go red forever, is the thing. So eventually you're going to get a bounce. It looks like today Mullen is going to bounce. So aside from that, there's not a lot. United Airlines, American Airlines, that airline sector, there's a few earnings calls today within the airline sector. So I think American Airlines is got their call in 20 minutes. They've already released their earnings, and that's why they're gapping up, but you'll get a few other airlines that will move on the back of that. Tesla's earnings call was great last night. They released their earnings after the market closed, and they shot up. They went green on the day, and we rode that for a little bit. We bounced with them, and we was only able to take kind of a little over 100 shares with Tesla, but we made $3,000 with it. So some of the bigger stocks, when they get volatile, they move really well. And the good thing is about the bigger stocks, the fanboy stocks like Tesla, like Apple and stuff, when they do move really well, you're not going to get the flush backwards, because you've got a lot of institutional investors. So you're not going to get the people doing the taking profits and selling, tens of thousands of shares, and it flush back like you do with the smaller cap stocks. So sometimes it's good to just jump in on one of those. You're taking smaller share size, but you know that they're going to move kind of $5, $10, $15 based on where they are, and you can get a good scalp with some of those, particularly on earnings days. Swing trading around earnings season it can be quite profitable. Don't worry, Mumbles. I'll be publishing them when it's time. I don't. When I record, I go through spurts of creativity, and what I'll do is I'll record a bunch of videos at the same time, but I won't release them all at the same time. So I'll just publish them in doses, shall we say. Where's my... It really is gas. Right now, look at my trader view reports. It does say that we are green on the month. It's across here so everybody can see. Smaller. So this is my trader view report, and as you can see here, it does say that the last 30 days so looking at this month, I've got it filtered for this month. So we dug a big hole on the first of the month. We lost a huge portion of our equity. We've just been getting out of that slowly. So most of the time, I had another setback there, but most of the time we've been green. And this is what the cumulative profit and loss looks like right now. So based on purely trade profit and loss, this doesn't take into account, you know, transaction costs and commissions, etc. But just based on this, we're now, you know, almost $5,000 green on the month. So that's a good position considering the setback that we had. And now we just need to make it net green. So we're about 5,000 down at the moment. We need to be net green on the month. But yeah, we're making good progress. And if we look at win percentage, some days we've got 100% wins, but mostly we're doing really well. If I look at the actual reports, where our detailed reports here, you can see that we've got a profit factor 1.09 this month. That's simply because of that big drawdown. So we're better than break even. But if we look at the average losing trade, my risk versus reward ratio this month is off the scale, simply because of that big drawdown on the first of the month. So we keep going. We should be okay. Just slightly profitable now this month, which is good. So total gain 5,000. Still good still green on the year, obviously, but just nice to finish the month green. It will be. Morning, Nasta. How are we doing? Afternoon, Darren. It's funny that you have to wait for, depending where people are, it's either morning, evening, or night. So when we've got our Australian people that are joining us, it's actually, you know, late in the night for those guys, and over in Asia. And we've got obviously the European contingent. It's afternoon, and then it's still early morning for our brethren in the Americas. So yeah, we can have fun with that. I'm going to keep the small cap stocks on the, now at least. I'm going to keep the small price stocks on the scanner. I'm not going to filter them out just yet. Just for people that are trading those smaller cap stocks. If you've got a small account and you don't have leverage, those really are the only stocks that you can make use of. So you can't afford to buying a Tesla with a $2,000 account. You just don't have enough, because if you no leverage, if all your buying power is only $2,000, you can't even buy two shares. So not ideal. Although saying that, if you look at Tesla right now, currently 10.49. So I bought into this just over 100 shares, 140 shares in the end. Bought into this at 10.18 last night, and I was calling out in the Discord that I thought it would go up to. I had my target set at 10.40, so that's when I took my profit. But it's got up over 10.50s already this morning. It's been kind of 10.56. Looking on the 5 minutes out slightly, see that 10.52. Sorry, it was 10.52 this morning. So my entry yesterday at 10.18, I could have held it overnight and would be in even better position there. Although it did fall back down again and go back to 10.18, 10.16, I think, on stage. But fine. Yeah, so earnings season, when you've got a popular stock, earnings, and you keep abreast of the earnings. So popular stocks, fan stocks like the likes of Tesla, they're expensive stocks to trade. I don't recommend trading them day trading them intraday, with the exception of special occasions like earnings season. They're good for swing trades. With a smaller account, you can take a smaller share size, but you've got to have defined stops and risk and reward on this, defined stops and profit levels. So yeah, but if you look at Facebook, Netflix, who've sold off recently, Netflix, I was saying, watch for a 4-hour candle to make a new high. We're still waiting for that. It may be today, probably will be tomorrow. And once you get that first 4-hour candle to make a new high with Netflix, it might be good for a swing trade, and just put a hard stop on whatever the bottom of the previous candle was, and whatever the difference is, you're looking for a target twice that, 3 times that, whatever your profit goal is. And Netflix will have a bounce. In case of will it be 2 days or 3 days? If you look at it, let's have a look at it on TradingView. Where's my TradingView? Netflix. Bring this across here so we can all see. This here is Netflix. This is on the 4-hour time frame, so we're still waiting for a 4-hour candle to make a new high. As you can see, it's not doing that, but let's look at it on the daily, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So this is the gap from January, gap down. This is the gap that we had here just this week. So we gap down, and this is on the daily, looking for the next 4-hour candle to make a new high, move up. This is the gap we had down in January, a similar sized gap, and it continued to sell off for 3 days, and it bounced. And look at how much it bounced. We went from, well, if we got in for the next candle to make a new high, which would have been here, we got in at 382, rode it all the way up to 453. That's a $70 bounce. So you don't have to take huge size for that. For a swing trade, you take 100 shares, which is effectively like 40,000 in the account. I know that's a lot of money, but if you take 100 shares of that, 100 shares for $70 bounce, that's a lot of money. So you can get a good return just for 100 shares there. And that would have taken, so as we got in there, that would have taken 1, 2, 3, 4 day swing. So I'm expecting a similar thing here. So we'll wait for the first candle to make a new high with Netflix, and then potentially look for a swing. And I'll be looking at that on my not that watch. I'm looking for that on my other account. Won't be doing it in this account. Won't swing on this account. Let me know, Mumbles. Could you see that okay on YouTube? I was showing that more for the TikTok crowd, but I think that you could see that okay on YouTube as well. Good morning, not very well trained. Welcome back. You're always welcome. I always get confused when people say they're from Washington State, NASA. I get Washington, D.C. confused with Washington State on so many times. And I know that Washington, D.C. is in Columbia and Washington State is the other side of the country. So, but I often get confused between the two. But that's just me being a foreigner from across the pond. Morning, Les. Good to see you back. Stuff. Good to know, Mumbles. There's nothing moving just yet on decent volume. We're waiting for a few things. We've got a few movers which is why I've left the filters out today in terms of price filters. We've got a few movers on the gap scanner. So we've got Guard Force, we've got Capstans on smaller volume. So I'm not really counting that, but Guard Force has got good volume. Mullen Motors is on good volume, and Hawk Technologies is also got good volume, and they're all moving up much smaller price stocks. But if you've got, as I say, a smaller account, might be worth looking at and considering. CRXT moved yesterday. Let me just have a look at will we get a continuation on this today? It looks like we might well do. It had a really good day yesterday. This is Claris Therapeutics, and it's starting to make a move up. So Claris Therapeutics, CRXT, it went up to almost $4 yesterday, so $3.94. But it does have range. Know that it can move and run. That's going on to the watch list. I know it's below my usual $3 threshold, but the way it's moving right now, it could very well break above $3, and I would expect that it probably will do before market opens if it continues to run up. Yeah, so yesterday, I mean, what did anybody? Let me know your thoughts in the chat, guys. What did you think of the Netflix sell-off, and were any of you listening in on the Tesla earnings call last night? Right. To take this call. Sorry about that, guys. Was looking to move into my new apartment, and I've had all kinds of delays, and I've not been able to get the agent on the phone. So that was essentially the agent calling me back at the most inopportune time. So unfortunately, I had to take the call, but I'm sure you guys will forgive me. Let's get the thing back where it should be. Looking at US and Japan. Okay. Les, I don't trade Forex. You should know that by now. Can't give you advice on Forex pairs. It's not something I trade. Sorry about that. Trying to get this stream right for you. You guys can see everything. But I think that's okay. Now that's gone all the way over the wrong. Let me know if there's anything that you can't see on the TikTok stream. Let me know. I will adjust it accordingly. I think that's probably as good as I'm going to get. You can see the candle at least today, Alistair. Well, I was thinking about you as I was trying to adjust it, and like I say, unfortunately, I've been waiting for my new apartment, and I should have been moving in last month, and it's been delayed and delayed. You know what these new places are like. And it's been delayed and delayed, and then she just starts to call. I've been trying to get a hold of of course, you know what real estate agents are like, the biggest con artists going. I used to be one, so I can say that. Many years ago, 20 odd years ago. So she called me in the middle of the stream, and I'm kind of contemplating, do I ignore it? But I've been trying to get a hold of her for like over a week. Although I had to take the call. So unfortunately, guys, that's why the stream cut out. And yesterday, towards the end of the stream, it ended when the phone ended because I wasn't plugged in. So I just plugged it in so it doesn't end. Yeah, well, I used to sell property when I lived in Spain. That's what I was doing. It was at the height of the property boom at the beginning of the century. Oh my God, I'm making myself sound old. Well, I am old, so that's no different. I used to sell property on the Costa del Sol, so I was down there for a couple of years and making good money. At the turn of the century, as it were, from 2001 to 2004, and that was great show. And it was like taking candy from a baby. It really was. That was easy money. And we're going through a similar stage now where real estate is in a similar situation. It's from a rental perspective, you know, people are screaming out for it. There's just more demand than there is supply. And you look at the problem with the sales side of things is people can't afford it because, let's just say, take the UK for example. The average household income in the UK is £32,000. The average the average family home in the UK is priced at £300,000. So if you take that and you say the banks now, they won't give you 100% deposit most of the time. They won't give you 100% mortgage most of the time. They're cracking down on that. So, or it's extortionate interest rates. The interest rates are now starting to go up. They want a 15% deposit, which is £45,000. And if you want £45,000, how do you save £45,000 net when your household income, on average, your household income is only £32,000 gross? So that's the problem with the real estate market right now. Is whilst, you know, the rental market is hot, and that's one of the reasons that it's hot, is because people can't afford to buy, because you know, there's such a disparity between income versus property prices right now. A little bit older than that, Alistair, but you're not far off. Only marginally older than that. I'm getting older every day. CRXT is looking nice. If you're got a lovely bull flag set up there, just that you could have got into on the 1 minute. This is, I would expect this to break $3. So if you want to take a long-term punt on that, pulls back to $2.50. You could get 50 cents on this. Went up to $3.96 yesterday. Into perspective. I called this out yesterday, just so you know, I called this one out yesterday morning about 12 p.m. So lunchtime, before the market, 2 hours before the market opens, over 2 hours before the market opens on my Discord. So this is one of those that I called out yesterday. Yeah, I am 48, Les. You win that cigar. Give that man a cigar, but don't light it. It's bad for your health. Just for the look. Where's Michelle when you want her? She's been asking about Mullen for pretty much every day over the last couple of weeks. This has started selling off at the beginning of the month. It's having a bounce today. Piss off, Alistair. Have you ever had that, you know, it's kind of a feeling that you meet somebody and you instantly warm to them. You think, oh, these are a great person. Then they say something and then it completely turns it on its head. And you think, what a complete shit, you know? Just saying. Absolutely, Mumbles. I like your train of thought. So for those in TikTok, Mumbles on the YouTube stream says, age is but another number to trade with. Yes, it is. I agree. I'm 39 plus tax, and I'm sticking with it. And just like income tax, the percentage tax gets increased every year. He'll need to if he's planning on colonizing Mars. That's essentially what I'm expecting. Is if you're going to colonize Mars, it's going to be a 4-year trip to get there, and then you're going to commit effectively to dying there. So I think you need some kind of age reversing technology just to populate Mars and colonize Mars. I'm not getting in at CRXT. I'm not getting in at Claris Therapeutics until it breaks $3. I don't trade below $3. It's kind of one of those areas that try to be more disciplined about. It's coming back down to the VWAP now, but I believe that this will go up to $3 today. That's my opinion. It's not financial advice. And when it breaks $3, I will be interested in it. It's currently up 18% on the day. It went up to 396 yesterday, so let's see how it transpires. I'll be interested in TRXT if it breaks $3 later today. I would expect it would move up after the bell. It will be after the bell before it breaks $3, but it wouldn't surprise me if we're close before the bell. Got right now, what, 40 minutes, 50 minutes to the bell. That's what filters are for. I'm not. I'm too old. I'm young enough to use filters. I'm just too old to realise how they work. That's the problem with filters. I'll pick a filter out and it makes me look like some kind of cross-dresser. And you know, I've nothing against the LBTQ plus whatever else that's out there, but you know, it just doesn't suit me. I'm not the best looking cross-dresser, that's for sure. I got called boomer a couple of weeks ago, which I thought was funny, by a couple of teenagers. I'm like, you don't even understand what the generation I am. I'm certainly not a boomer. I was raised by boomers. Well, I take the glasses off because I've got a ring light, so they reflect in the glasses. But you know. Yes, you do, Mumbles. TradingView is a very good tool, and it's because it's free. It's essential having if you're thinking of trading, even if you don't use it all the time. TradingView is great because you've got all of that market data as well. You've literally got years of market data, so you can look at it from a swing trading point of view. You can find key support and resistance levels from years ago, even. So something might have not popped up might have been selling off for the last 2 years, and then it pops up and has a big run, and you might need to look back 12, 18 months to find out where the key support and resistance levels are on it. And TradingView is great for that. It really is. It's called catfishing, Alistair. New eggs popping up. More volume, so I'm not even going to look at it. Did anybody else join the Tesla call last night? Did anybody else watch the Tesla earnings call last night, or listen to the Tesla earnings call, should I say? And if you did, what were your thoughts? Let me know in the chat. What happened to American Airlines? They've got earnings. There's an earnings call going on right now as we speak with American Airlines. They released the transcript or the report 8 o'clock, which is why they've moved up. Currently about 10%, but depending on the American Airlines, yeah, so they're about 11% up on the day. The earnings call was scheduled for 8:30, which is here. So that's ongoing at the moment. That's why it's moving up. And I called this out in the Discord. I said that the earnings calls today, and on first glance, it looked like they've got good earnings. So watch that for a bounce after 8:30. So, and you'll probably get sympathy moves from other airlines as well. I think I did see another airline moving as well. United Airlines, less volume, but sympathy plane. It's more expensive, so better to trade American Airlines at this moment in time if you're thinking of trading American Airlines. Mumbles, I've been using TradingView since I started trading, and because it's free, the free version, you can learn so much. And once you start making profits, it's actually worth investing in the premium package with that. It's not expensive, but you're able to put more indicators on there. You can have more charts like on the screen at any one time. So there's a lot of different things that you can do with it. You can have fun with it. The drawings on it. I use TradingView for educational purposes as well. I'm doing. If you go on my YouTube, you'll see quite a few of my videos are TradingView. I've done it with TradingView, and I've used historical charts to show the patterns and the pattern breakouts. Okay, so next candle to make a new high would be a decent entry here for American Airlines. It's 23.64. Pull back for confirmation consolidation. We want the next candle to make. I think I'm going to leave that one actually. I'll wait till it moves up a little bit more. I'll look at 5 minutes. Nice. Let's see. 21.90. This range out. 21.25, bottom of it, $40 level. Keep an eye on that. DXT is back down to the VWAP. The markets are rebounding a little bit. We've got the Nasdaq's up 1.2%, but after yesterday, the only way was up really. Well, that's not strictly true, but Netflix sell-off impacted the whole market yesterday. From a text perspective, we had the Russell index, which is the small cap index. The Russell index was green on the day. We had the S&P was green on the day, so the wider market was green on the day, but the Nasdaq was down, and that was largely down to that Netflix sell-off. And as a result of Netflix selling off by so much, we had other stocks that follow the market, and they sold off, not to a lesser extent, which meant that the Nasdaq didn't have a great day yesterday. I've got a few more that I'll be releasing this coming weekend. Mumbles. Obviously, you got the head and shoulders, triangles, wedges, you know, round tops, round bottoms, all that kind of stuff. So I'll be releasing those this weekend. Yeah, but that's because the price action is covering it. Not very well. That weekly ranking is in the way. Okay, it's American Airlines, AAL. I always just ask what we've got on the screen, and I'll tell you. If I don't tell you, someone in the chat that knows will tell you. So there are some people that are watching this on YouTube as well as TikTok that are also in the TikTok chat. So if you can't see what the ticker is, just ask. Yeah, I've just left the low price stocks on there because we're kind of short on decent price stock. So just left it there for anybody that wants to trade low price stocks at the moment there, Alistair. I will be filtering them out once we get a bit more choice to trade. Oh, there we go. We had that little pop and I wasn't paying attention. Little pop here at 21.60. Moved up to 21.68. So I'm glad I didn't get in because there was only 7 cents. 57 cents. Plus, it's not quite a fake out because it did move up. It wasn't enough to really take profit, and that's one of the things you've got to look for with when you're in low volume. And at the moment, it's low volume, as you can see from the volume histogram at the bottom. Look at CYN for you, absolutely. 191 at the moment. It's got good volume, popped up 76, 77% up on the day. You need to know what the catalyst is. I'll tell you straight away. Now, this does have history of making pops, probably not so much as it's popped today, but this is the catalyst. Oh, right now looking at Sign highlights launch of its drive mod kit turnkey autonomous vehicle solution. That's why that's gapping up right now. And if you want to look at the key data, which is right here, key data, very small float. So float 12 million, 3% shorted, or 4% shorted. So it's not a huge problem. And average volume is 220,000. So we've already done over 6 million, nearly 7 million this session alone. So it's huge relative volume. So one to watch. Will continue to move. Decent catalyst. If you like lower price stocks, that's what that one's. That's why that one's moving, and that's. Look at this. This would have been a good place to enter. You get the initial pump up, and then you get the pullback. This candle to make a new high here. You would have got a lovely entry at 155. You've got a 10-cent move, 165 there before a little pullback. You could have taken a bit of profit there. Then you get a pullback for a bounce on the VWAP before it continues to move up. And effectively, the stop, you would have set your stop at 10 cents, 145, getting in at 155. Bottom of this one is 146. So you get it at 155, you take a bit of profit, 10 cents up, and you're in for half your position. You keep the rest of your position, you'd rode it all the way up because it got nowhere near that stop. So it got nowhere near your break-even level either. So that would have been a good entry point there. These initial pumps, they often follow with a bull flag. Just and the fact that this came and bounced on the VWAP as well, tested the VWAP for support, is looking very strong. Just breaking $2 now. No, is my swift answer to that. Do I think SBFM can make a comeback? The answer is no. It will eventually. The reason that SBFM gapped up in the first place was on great FDA news. But look at this on the daily. A couple of weeks ago, we got this pump up here. I'll get rid of these lines now. Don't need them. We're not trading it. Okay, so a couple of weeks ago, it had great. I think it was FDA cancer catalyst, and it moved up. It went up to almost $10. What was it? 987, and then it's been selling off ever since. But it was $2 before that. Had a couple of pumps above $4. It's now under $4. So from $2 to, let's call it $10 for the sake of a few cents. $2 to $10 is an $8 move. So if it pulls back more than $4, which would have been $6, it's retraced more than 50% of its move. It's actually under $4, so it's pulled back $6 of the 8, so it's actually 75% retracement. So that's not coming back without another catalyst. What will happen here is that SBFM may actually go below a dollar and become a penny stock. But it may then come out with another catalyst that gets another drug approved by the FDA, or it has more great clinical trial results, or whatever it is. And on the back of that, it will pump again. This is typically what happens within the bioscience sector. The pharmaceuticals and the drug manufacturers and all these medical companies, they will make quick moves up, and then they'll tailor off and sell off over the course of a few days later. That's what happens, which is why I keep saying don't get married to a stock with these small cap stocks. A lot of them are garbage companies. What could happen with SBFM is they get sued for dodgy patient side effects, patient deaths or something, and they'll end up going out of business. They'll get delisted or something. I mean, anybody that's holding bags long term is they lose their money. So just be careful with some of these more volatile sectors, like the bioscience sector. Is you get good moves up, and I'm all for day trading them and trading them intraday whilst they're moving up. But don't get married to the stocks. Don't hold them long term, because unless it's a company like Moderna or Pfizer, an established big company that's moving up or it's got good earnings or something like that, don't get married to some of these smaller biopharmaceutical stocks, because they pump up very quickly and they sell off very quickly as well. Certainly, they can be very risky to swing trade. More often than not, they're not good companies to invest in long term. So my answer with SBFM, is it going to make a comeback anytime soon? No. And if you're holding bags, get out and put the money in somewhere else where you can potentially make it back. Will SBFM move up from time to time? Yes, it will. It's going to take another catalyst, another significant catalyst for this to get back above kind of $6-7. If you're holding bags above $5.50, your best bet is to cut your losses. I love stocks like SBFM on the an intraday perspective. For day trading, you can get real volatile moves, and I made a lot of money with SBFM, as you guys know. So we rolled that up, and pretty much the whole move, I think, at the time, and made quite a lot of money with SBFM. But it's in and out the same day. Yeah, that was that's a textbook bull flag. And what's beautiful about this, so the strongest patterns are patterns that are replicated, that could be termed fractal patterns. So you see the pattern and it's replicated on the higher time frame. So this is the 1 minute time frame. You see the move up. I'll just look at you see the move up, and then the pullback, and then the first candle to make a new high is your entry point, and the move back up again. It doesn't move up as harsh, but it does move up, and it ends up making new highs. But what I mean by the fractal patterns is that if you look at it on a higher time frame, so let's look at it on the 5 minute time frame, see the same move up. I'll just zoom in so you can actually see it better. You see the same move up, pull back, and the next candle to make a new high is here, and then you ride it up. So you get the same pattern, the same bull flag pattern on the 5 minute as you got on the 1 minute. And you can actually see it again. The 1 minute time frame, you get the bull flag pattern, but it's even more extenuated, if you will, on the 5 minute. Why does it keep doing that. You see the move up, the pull back, and then first candle to make a new high here and get the move up. So those are the strongest patterns. Which is why I like to look at both the 1 minute and the 5 minute concurrently, because if you get in the confirmation on the higher time frame, and you're seeing it on the lower time frame, the lower time frame gives you more accurate entries, but the higher time frame is just giving you the confirmation that there'll be more people trading it, you get higher volume for the breakout, and it becomes more reliable. So my advice is look at those breakout patterns. You can trade them on a single time frame, but look for them replicating as fractals on multiple time frames. Not sure what you're referring to there on Mumble's YouTube. We'll look at American Airlines. Have we moved up? Yes, we started to move up. Zoom in. This could be interesting. I just want a bit more volume. I want a little bit more volatility in this in this price movement, but it could be interesting. The thing is with American Airlines is that it is a significant size company. So what I mean by that is typically I like to trade floats that are under 100 million in size, because that's where you get the fast moving price action. Whereas American Airlines is kind of 500 million share float. So you're not likely to get the volatility you would we got from an SPFM or an Indonesian Energy, for example. Scalping, I'm not sure if you could call I do scalp, but I'm not sure if you could call my strategy scalping. It depends on how you're defining scalping. So if you're looking for a move and take profit quickly, then yes, I do that. But I will hold trades for as long as they're moving. So a quick scalp, most people who scalp they look for a quick move, they're in and then they're out. Whereas what I like to do is I'll look for that move, I get in, and I will take profit, which is effectively the scalping piece, and then I will ride the rest of that. I will ride the rest of that move up if it continues up. If it pulls back, I will exit the position for break even on the second portion of the trade. When you've got a hot market, you don't get stopped out as much. And this is a good indicator for me that the market's still not yet, certainly not as hot as it was last year. We don't get that continuation. You get a lot more parabolic movers. And when you do that initial move up, you take profits at your target level. Normally you move your stop to break even. In a hotter market, you get the continuation. So it doesn't come back and stop you out for that break even. You're able to continue moving your stop up and even adding to your position and scaling in. Whereas at the moment, I'm getting stopped out a lot. Over the last few weeks, I'm making profits, but I'm getting stopped out a lot because the markets are a bit rangy, moving sideways. It's not a hot market. Now, it can be a bull market or it can be a bear market. When the markets are moving sideways, it becomes more difficult to trade. If it's moving up or down in a defined trend, then there's always opportunities to make money. Yeah, I've got the proposal from them. I'm waiting for the links I requested the link yesterday for them, and I'm waiting for them to provide that. So I'll share that with you, Phil. I'll read it out. It gave me an option. It gave me an option to buy in bulk. So I'm speaking with Daytrader, who provide for them to provide my students on my course with Daytrader as a simulator for paper trading, and trying to get a good price for them, because right now it's the package that includes the level 2 or total view, Nasdaq total view. It's about 150 a month. So I've managed to get them to agree to a price of $120 a month per student, but they're asking me if I want to buy in bulk and manage it myself. I'm kind of thinking, well, if I had enough interest, I might be interested in doing that. Otherwise, I will just point that you guys to the direction of DAS with a special link that they can automatically get the discount from. So it's a kind of 20% off or whatever it is, so that you can actually use it and trade with DAS the way I trade. Forex is a lot of people try scalping in Forex. Scalping's not as easy as you might think, because you're making, you know, small amounts more frequently. The problem with scalping is that you build up a lot of commissions. If you're working with a broker that charges commissions, if you've got a broker that's a zero commission broker, then scalp away. You know, a $10 gain, a $5 gain, it all adds up. Whereas if you being charged commissions, a $5 gain gets wiped out by your commissions and transaction charges. So just bear that in mind as well. And if you are dealing with a zero commission broker, the likelihood is that you've got worse spreads, you're getting worse fills, and you are the product. They're routing it through whichever market maker gives them the best rebate or the best price. You're not actually getting the best fills. It's moved up, no volume. So this is now consolidating sideways. But I could see this over $2 later. Mullen Motors, who's still in Mullen Motors? No, absolutely, Phil. You're trading paper. You're trading your paper account for as long as it takes you to get your strategy and your trading style down pat. It doesn't matter whether you're trading on the 5-minute and the 15-minute. It doesn't matter if you're trading your swing trading across multiple days. It doesn't matter if you're doing the 1-minute and the 5-minute like myself. It doesn't matter if you use hotkeys or hot buttons or like myself, a combination of both. You need to practice on the platform that you are going to be trading with in a paper account. Of course, you need to practice on the platform that you're going to be trading with. But also, what you want to be doing is practicing the strategies and building up that muscle memory on how to take trades, when to take trades, when to exit trades, looking for your windows of opportunity and shutting the doors on your losers. And that takes time. Some people master it in 4 to 6 weeks. Most people it takes 3 to 4 months. And I would say if anybody had pointed me in the right direction from day one, I probably would have been profitable a lot sooner. It took me a good 7 months before I was profitable. I consistently losing for about 7 months before I started being profitable. And if I'd had that leg up, a mentor or a defined, documented strategy to work with, start off with, which is what I offer, then I could have been profitable probably within 3 to 4 months. Would have half that time. Well, let's have a look at what Bitcoin's looking like, shall we? Analysts, doesn't matter. A majority of these analysts don't know what they're talking about anyway. Bitcoin versus US dollar. Where's my Bitcoin US dollar? stocks only. I find, why can't I see Bitcoin US dollar? It's driving me nuts on TradingView, and I've got it set to stocks only. I'm an idiot. Right, okay, so Mara shouldn't be dropping like a stone. If you look on the daily, Bitcoin is looking good. Look at it on the hourly. Yeah, Bitcoin's having a bit of a rally. It's over 42,000 now. So I would expect Riot and Mara to be, and those other mining stocks to be on the way up. Let's have a quick look at Mara and Riot. Not dropping. Hey Jeff, why are you saying Mara's dropping? It's not. It's up at 2150s. It's not got volume, but Mara is certainly not dropping like a stone. It's on its way up. It's actually 4% up on the day. Oh, here we go. He's like a child with a new toys, Alistair. Now his monitors have arrived. Happy days. Yeah, but that's because of Bitcoin. Riot, Mara, those mining stocks, they don't follow analysts. They follow Bitcoin. But if Bitcoin drops, they drop. If Bitcoin rises, they rise. Look at what Bitcoin's doing right now. I'll pull my trading view across here because I've just pulled it up. Well, this is Bitcoin right now. Has been for the last week. So it would have dropped like a stone there. Riot and Mara would have followed suit. It probably would have dropped there. Riot and Mara would have followed suit. So the reason it's moving up is because Bitcoin's moving up. That's on the 1 hour time frame. If you look at it on the daily, see here, this is Bitcoin when it's dropping back in January, and you'll see Riot and Mara will have a similar kind of daily pattern, daily chart to this. So over the last week, the reason it dropped was because Bitcoin dropped. Hope that answers your question. Keep it clean, Alistair. This is a family-oriented channel. But no, absolutely. Don't give up your swing trading, Phil. But it's a different breed of animal that enjoys day trading better than swing trading. That's for sure. It can be quite stressful, particularly if you get into a losing trade. The trick is just to, stick to your discipline, stick to your plan. The same way you would if you're swing trading. You set your stop and you take profit and away you go. You can walk away and go to the gym and let it do its thing. You don't sit and watch when you're swing trading. You don't sit and watch the screen all day long. So you need to have a similar kind of mentality with day trading, although you're looking for the areas you can take quicker profits. But when it comes to cutting your losers, that's the difference. Is that in day trading, you sat in front of the screen. You have this tendency. Human nature has this tendency that you will change your trade plan intra-trade, which is the worst thing that you can do. And I'm as guilty as anybody for doing that. I'm probably one of the worst people for doing that, but that's human nature. You need to be disciplined. Bitcoin doubles, do you think the stock will? Absolutely. I was trading last year, so Bitcoin went up to almost over 50,000 last year. And I was trading Riot and Mara in the 40s, in $40 plus last year. Mara's currently 20. So will Riot go up to $40 again? Hell yeah. In fact, if Bitcoin doubles up and goes to six figures, you probably see a Riot in the hundreds of $100 a share for Riot and Mara, because they move. Percentage-wise, they move bigger percentages. They're more volatile than what Bitcoin is. So you get exaggerated moves with those mining stocks in correlation to what Bitcoin is moving at. And we're planning on trading today. Right now, I'm waiting for a stock to present itself. Aris Therapeutics is looking like it might get to the magical $3 barrier. So CRXT. This one's looking strong today. Well, most of its gains from yesterday. American Airlines is looking interesting. See it over kind of 22. Be very interested if it 22, 15% or more, and I'm interested in American Airlines. And we'll just see what the market presents to us. It's low volume for most, and there was nothing moving yesterday till probably 10 minutes into the market. So American Airlines, yeah, they've got good earnings results today, and this is what I've got on the screen right now is American Airlines. But it's just trading sideways at the moment. I've got the pre-market high mapped out at 21.90. So if, like I say, if it breaks 22, then I probably will trade it. And United Airlines, you probably see a few more airlines moving in sympathy. Because I don't trade under $3, Squibby. It's just one of my rules of trading. It's not for everybody. There's a few reasons why I don't trade stocks under $3, and one of them is that I don't get the margin from my broker, leverage from my broker. But that's not the main reason. I also the moves, you have to take bigger positions. So moves tend to be more susceptible to pump and dumps. The smaller the price of the stock, the more susceptible you are to getting pumped and dumped in a chat room somewhere. But I tend to try and stay away from penny stocks and the like. So that's why CRXT, whilst it's having a good day today, great volume, good moves, good catalyst. Signs another one. So good moves, great volume, good catalyst. As long as they're below $3, they're off my trade list. Once they break that $3, I could look for a move up. Just my trading style, just my methodology, my strategy. If you've got a small account and no margin, it may be these might be great stocks to trade because you can take reasonable positions and make some good profits with them without trying to break the bank. I'm watching American Airlines El Puno. That's I called that out a couple of hours ago in the Discord. It's probably the only one at the time that was above $3 worth looking at. On the 5 minute, if you look at the 5 minute, at 7 o'clock this morning when the earnings release, so 7 o'clock market time, but this pump up when they released the earnings. Beautiful bull flag on the 5 minute. Beautiful bull flag. Textbook stuff. And we pulled down, and then I thought we could have got in here at 21.35s and rode it all the way up to 21.90. That would have been lovely. And first candle to make a new low would have been here. So you would have got stopped out that, or you would have exited that position at 21.70. Actually, first candle to make a new low was here. So it got out at 21.57, but still, it would have been a good move. LVR, did you hold that overnight? Sorry to hear that, but that moved up really well pre-market yesterday, and certainly it moved up really well yesterday. But I don't know why you didn't sell. This was ARVR, and when it moved up, this is on the 5 minutes, so it moved up yesterday at the open. It moved up really well, and it was consolidating. This is where we made some profits yesterday. It moved up all the way up to kind of 850, and then started selling off. So on the 5 minute here, you should have been getting warning signs at $8 when it broke $8 and couldn't get back up above it. So when it broke below the VWAP, there's absolutely no way you should have been in that. From an intraday point of view. And that, just if look at it now, zoom out a little bit. I don't think that's coming back. Might do, but it doesn't look great. That's like it's coming back, I'm afraid. It's continuing to sell off, and then on lower volume, should I say? So it's low relative volume, and it's looking very weak. So if you're still in that, you need to, I'm not saying sell, but I would sell. I would get it. Okay, well, if you can afford to lose, that's fine. If you can afford to lose that money, that's fine. I mean, hope for it to come back. It might get another catalyst and pump again. Good opportunity to make a bit of money on it. But if you don't mind that capital being tied up for a few weeks or months or whatever, you know, fine. Good, I'm good, Farron. How are you? And they say that if you're holding a position and it's not leveraged, and that's the problem. If you're holding a leveraged position, you could end up losing a lot of money. But if you're holding a position, let's say in a cash account, if you're holding a cash position, they do say that it's not the way I like to trade, but they do say if you never sell, you never lose, because you've still got a stake in the company. But they're really waiting on that company having a turnaround moment for whatever reason, or to get your money break even. Well, I hope it works out for you, El Puno. I really do. It's not much, certainly not my FSA. Right. No, you can't. Can't, Rich. No, you can't use leverage on a ISA or tax-free account. You can't use leverage on your pension account or retirement account either. They're effectively cash only. Thoughts on SEV today? It's 5% up, so it's still looking fairly strong for considering it was an IPO. Well, it's not SEV that was an IPO, is it? Oh, SEV's it's looking fairly strong. It held most of its gains from the last couple of days when it popped up. I don't like this stock right now because we were $4,000 up yesterday. We closed the stream here, so we closed the morning session with $4,000 up. I went and did my things, had my dinner, whatever, came back for power hour. Took a couple of trades on SEV, set up nice, couple of bull flags set up, and we got faked out twice, and I took big size like an idiot and lost 4,000. So we ended up 400 down on the day at that stage. If it wasn't for Tesla's earnings call and trading after hours, I would have had a red day yesterday. But yeah, SEV wiped out our gains from earlier in the day yesterday. Oh, it was a naughty stock. Can't be right every see El Puno. That's why the majority of people, I'm not saying you, but that's why the majority of people lose long term. They'll execute a strategy, but they won't be disciplined enough to cut the losers. And holding on to it because they don't want to be wrong is just a mentality. It's a toxic mentality for trading. It's human nature. Don't get me wrong. Human nature dictates that we don't like to be wrong. We make a decision, and particularly if we consider the facts that are at our disposal, we make a decision based on the facts at our disposal, and we work it all out logically. We say this is going to move upwards and we're going to make a profit on it, and it goes against us. Let me just say that the market can be illogical and irrational longer than you can stay solvent. Just be wary of that. Have your trade plan and stick to it once you're in the trade. And I know I'm a devil for not actually doing that myself and actually altering the trade occasionally, but if you stick to your trade plan, yes, you're going to lose, and yes, you're going to make losses, but you're also going to reduce the size of those losses. So you'll be able to reinvest that capital and have more winners. So, and that's the thing. If you've got a good risk management strategy, that if you've got a 2-to-1 risk reward strategy, your ratios are 2-to-1, you can be wrong half the time. 50% of your trades can go against you. You're still going to make money. Got 5 minutes to the open, and I've got nothing to trade right now. American Airlines isn't looking as strong as I want it to, and it is a bigger float stock, so I'm not expecting the volatile movements from American Airlines. We'll see. Swivel's on low volume. Ride Force is too cheap for me, too small priced. Sign is looking really nice, but again, it's a little bit too cheap a stock for my liking. Mullen Motors is a little bit cheap, but it's having a good day today. Finally having a bounce after all that selling off for the last 2-3 weeks. This is Mullen. Still don't like the chart. The range is very poor. If it's having a good day, so not something I'll be trading intraday, or not something I would recommend anyone trading intraday, because the range is just so tiny. Take advantage of a move. Good volume. Mullen, whilst it's got reasonable volume, say based on fact that it normally trades 128 million shares a day, it's only 10% of that now. It's not great relative volume. Oh, but it's having a good day. One market, give me some profits. Red box could be interesting if it gets back above $3. My goodness. Alistair, what did I say Tesla would be a good swing at this morning? I can't recall. It's now up at 1070s. I say it was it's going to go to $11. I did, didn't I? Just reread the chat that we had. I think that Tesla will get to 1075 today. Not a stock pick, just an opinion. It's now 1074, 1075. So you know, I'm not saying that I'm the greatest trader in the world. Top 3. You know, yeah, so there's the market open. Not trading Tesla, too expensive to trade. American Airlines, I'm watching 2190. I'll switch the scanners over. any stock's helpful. Just if you find the patterns, find it. It doesn't matter which stock it is, but just to find the patterns. Oh, the Spies had a lovely little pump, and the Russell. Just see what's going on. Look at Tesla. Look at 75. Yeah, I can see it doing 11. Should have put my money where my mouth is, Alistair. I tried it in my other account and I didn't put any money on it. Yeah, that'll teach me. The problem with trying to use a scanner to find patterns is that it doesn't see the geometric patterns much better by eye, and that's the advantage that we've got over the high frequency traders, the robots, if you will, is that we spot the patterns that the high frequency traders don't. So don't scan for patterns. I mean, you can get bull flag scanners, and all they're really doing is looking for moves up and then a pull back. It's better to you see the momentum scanners. You look for that's all we're looking for. So you look for the move up, and then you watch for the pullback. So by the time a scanner alerts you that there's a pattern formed, the likelihood is that it's broke out. This is interesting, considering there's nothing moving with volume. RN's small. Patience now, guys. That's the key. Wait for the setups. Don't take a trade just for the sake of taking a trade. The wrong thing to do. Oh, this is Sign. CYN. Low price stock. It pumped up to kind of 223. Want to see it bounce at $2. Make another move up will be lovely. Got a bull flag set up there at the open. Next candle to make a new high. It's currently 214. Will be worth an entry point. Wait for the volume confirmation. This flag is 11, so 214. Get the volume confirmation coming through. It's the new high. But regardless, because this has gone to 213 as well, so it's matched the previous candle's high. So got a new candle form now, so it's still 214 as your entry on Sign. It's got good volume. It has got good volume. There's nothing wrong with that. But it's pulling all the way back to the VWAP now. So we want to see it bounce at the VWAP. It's breaking the VWAP. So need to try and find a safe entry. It. Why is there no volume? Data getting a bit of volume. Just this one's doing force volume. Not green on the day, but we've got a nice little pullback here. Breaks 3. Might go green on the day. We just took a quick position for the break of a pullback, the break of 63. Got in at 65. See it at 75. Get out at 60. If it breaks 60, we'll just exit. But see this up at 75. So I'm risking 5 cents to make 10. Now 69. I want target 75. $3/4. Got 75 on the ask, but not on the bid. I'm waiting for 75 on the bid. $73 at the minute. Oh, take some profit. Got 1,000 shares in there. Oh, just to break even. Break even. 47. Next candle to me. Low if that happens. It's just for 1,000 shares, so that's $150. Tesla's looking very healthy today. It's an expensive stock though, so if it goes against you, it goes very quickly. Okay, so $200 on that trade. Beta. That's where the volume is. That's why I took that trade. So yeah, we're getting the moves. 7% in the last 15 minutes up. So Beta is the momentum stock right now. Nothing else really exciting me. Don't mind this pullback. See this moving to highs. XT, I went up to 260, so it's not quite got over the $3 that I wanted. Everybody wanted to see signs at back up at 210s. It bounced on the VWAP, like I said. 3 green candles in a row since the open on the 5-minute. 5-minute. don't actually get the effects of that pullback as well. So that would have been another beautiful bull flag to get into there. Pre-market, 5 minute. But pullback here, got in at 203. Move up, you'd have got a 10-cent move at least. Let's have a look at data. This 70. Guys, let's get over 2,000 likes on the stream. Just tap the screen 10 times. There's enough people to get us over 2,000 likes. Let's get this algorithm pushing this stream out to more people. If you've not hit the thumbs up button on YouTube, can you go and do that for me as well? It just helps with the algorithm, and it helps me out. I'm trying to become TikTok famous. Like 5,000 there. Oh. Got in. Entry is 70. I'm gonna break 80 this time. According to plan. Okay. But the volume came in, but it came in the wrong direction. Compared to 460. Okay. Like 200 profit just wiped out. We're now 400 down on the day because that full flag fake out. Or anything else moving? Peter. Having a very, very quiet day today, it looks like. Sign doing? Strong. We'll still take 10,000 shares of this. Do that. Signs moving good. Don't like trading low price stocks. That's the problem. Okay. Let's see if we can't move. 241. Oh. sign. And I don't, like I say, I don't like trading these smaller price stocks. Got 5,000 shares in it right now. Like I said, it, strength 30. Getting the parabolic moves that we were getting beginning of the week or last week, any of these smaller stocks. Nothing above $3 with heavy volume. Problem I've got. Wait for the setup. 8 is doing a lot of fake outs on those kind of next candle to make a new high and not following through. So might get a bounce on the VWAP here. Thanks to this candle to make low. Just had it. Now 8 is not looking very strong at the minute. I wouldn't advise trying that. Follow through this time. 40. I'll get the 41 I was looking for. 200 profit. Lock it in. And back too far. So 200 bucks is fine. Reduces the gap by half. So the thing with TradeView is it is what it is. It's great for charting, but I wouldn't use it for trading. You want a trading platform. TradeView is a charting platform. It's not a trading platform. I know some people like to use it. For example, you might put TradingView in your main window and then take your montage out of Dash Trader and put it over, superimpose it over the TradingView. But I wouldn't recommend that. Some people do. Okay, what about PTRX? Did that do anything? No, it didn't. American Airlines, did that do anything? No, it didn't. Sev, no, it didn't. Why even onto that watch list? Netflix is down again, slightly. ATA, it got a bounce at the VWAP. So who was it that was looking at ATA? Richie, got your bounce at the VWAP. It's got resistance there at 65. That's yesterday's closing price. So, and it acted as support here. So just be careful. A nice little bounce there. If you got in at the kind of 450, hey, you could have got a 5-cent move, maybe a 10-cent move out of that. It's not looking very strong. The range isn't great on ATA. The volume isn't coming through as I would have expected it. It's dying off already. What are we? 20 minutes in and I'm not profitable yet. What's going on? I'm losing my touch. Trying to day trade on TradingView, it's going to be difficult. Like I say, it's a great charting platform. What is moving? Nothing. Probably one of those days I probably shouldn't have taken a trade. That's right. Well, guys, time for me to see if I can make some money here another way. If you wanted to learn to trade, for those of you wanting to learn to trade, let me teach you. This is my face. If you go into my profile, swipe left, double click on the face, whatever, you'll come to this profile, my profile. If you are on YouTube or Twitch, check the description. You'll get the same links. And the first link is the course that I put together on demand from you guys. So you want to day trade with Tony, you want to learn how to trade, you want to learn the pattern recognition, you want to learn the strategies, risk management, all that kind of stuff, then come and check out the course. I'll just make this smaller so you can actually see it on TikTok. There we go. So this is where you go, and it teaches you everything from what indicators that I use, how to read level 2 and the ticker tape, ideas around fundamentals and technical analysis, fundamental analysis. It teaches you all of that kind of stuff. The syllabus, there's over 17 hours of lecture material in the day trading course, and for a short time only, you're getting a swing trading course with all the 4 hours of additional lecture material thrown in for free. This swing trading course is going to be padded out, and I'm going to be making this a lot more, what's the word I'm looking for, a little bit more comprehensive. And when I'm ready to publish the rest of the swing trading course, that will be a course on its own right. So you'll only have the access to the day trading course unless you're signing up now. It's $140 a month, including tax. It's 119 plus tax. So depending where you are, it might be a little bit more. $140 is about 130 euros. Is about 120 pounds. It is a subscription. You can access all of the content within the first month. My advice. This is only my advice. You don't have to do this. You can cancel after your first month, and that's not a problem. And if you're not happy after that first 30 days, come back to me. I'll give you your money back. It's that simple. But if you want my opinion, I would say it's probably going to take you 3 months to get up to speed with the methodologies practicing. Included as part of the course is a 3-month plan to get you profitably day trading. If you can adhere to the plan, adhere to the discipline, and be disciplined, then there's no reason why you too can't trade the markets the same way I do, and spot the patterns, spot the entries, recognize the exit signals, and everything else. So I would recommend going for the discounted 3-month option. You can go for a year if you want to. I'll be happy to teach you for a year. I would recommend going for the 3-month discounted option, or you could just go for the 1 month, see how you get on, and if you like it, continue, let it auto subscribe, auto continue for another couple of months, as long as you need it. But 150 bucks to learn how to day trade, it's a drop in the ocean when you see the kind of monies that I'm putting together on a daily basis. I'm not saying that you're going to do that. It does take time. It's like any other skill, it's like any other muscle. You do need to train, you do need to practice, and I recommend practicing in a simulator. If you don't practice in a simulator, you're effectively just throwing money into the markets. So learn how to really learn the strategy first. Only put money into a brokerage account that you can afford to lose, because most people do lose money. Even I lose money. If you've not been following me for a long time, I'll tell you that I lost. I'm still officially, I'm green on the month. Unofficially, because of commissions and charges. So my profit and trade loss this month, I'm now green, but that wasn't up until this week. The profit and net profit on the month, I'm still red. I've still got another 4,000 to make up on the month before I'm actually making money again this month. So most people do have red days. Most people do make losing trades as well as winning trades, which is why it's important to stick to the strategies and cut your losses before they become big losses. Okay, what other tools do I use to be profitable? Benzinga. I use Benzinga. So in the middle of the screen, or at the top of the screen if you're on YouTube, this is Benzinga. These are Benzinga scanners. I've also got alerts, I've got news feeds, I've got a lot more from Benzinga that I do use, and it's priceless. This is where I find my stocks to trade on a daily basis. It's more than paid for itself time and time again for me. So that's Benzinga. If you click onto the link number 2, it will take you through to Benzinga. You can get 14 days free trial and go for your life. Link number 3, TraderView. So TraderView, that's what I use for my analysis. This is TraderView. Can't see that on that screen. I'll show you all after I've finished with this. I'll show you TraderView in just a second. Yeah, so TraderView, I log all of my trades in TraderView. There's a number of different things that you can do, but it allows me to get to the statistics. It allows me to look at losing trades and analyze them a little bit deeper, look at winning trades, analyze them a little bit deeper. I can share the trades, and I'm doing that with the students in the Discord. I'm sharing the trades that they can ask questions on why I got in, when I got in, etc. To help with the education as well. Charting, I've already been talking about charting with Mumbles in this stream, and charting is TradingView is a great charting platform. It's not a trading platform, it is a charting platform. I still recommend Daytrading trading, which is what I'm using, but for in-depth analysis for longer time periods and longer time frames, I use TradingView. I will be changing this link if I get as soon as I get the link for Daytrading, I can get it discounted and you can get access to it. I'll change this link so not only the students can get access to Daytrading, but be able to get access to it. Anybody that's part of my streaming community will be able to get access to it. These are essentially the tools that I use, but the tools in terms of strategies and the knowledge, and the actual tools that I use on a daily basis to be a profitable day trader. If you're wanting a recommendation of a broker, I use Capital Markets Elite Group primarily, but my secondary broker is Interactive Brokers. Capital Markets is an offshore broker. A lot of people are a bit sus about working with an offshore broker. If that's you, then use Interactive. And I trade with Daytrading with Interactive Brokers as well. So that's essentially me shilling. Go and check out the course. Go and check out Benzinga. And yeah, I'm profitable, and you too can learn how to do that. Now, if we said the journal, this is my journal. This is Trader View. So this is gives me all the statistics of what I'm doing, and I look at the overview right now. You can see that this is me over the last 30 days, and this really dug a hole. The first day of the month dug a hole for us to get green on, and we're struggling a little bit to actually get green this month, but we've finally done that. So if we look at where we are now, this is trade profit and loss, doesn't take into account transaction charges like commissions and ECN fees, etc. We're now 5,000 up on the month, and counting. So as soon as something starts moving today, we're looking for a good move, and take advantage of that. So that's Trader View. Finding me everywhere, Mumbles. You let me know which one you prefer, whether it's Twitch or YouTube, which one you think is the best stream. So yeah, that's essentially what I do on a daily. And I've not taken any trades yet because there's nothing been moving in my price range. I've taken a couple of trades. Sign was a bit cheap stock for me. Made $200 on that. ATA, we lost $400. And we're net $200 down at the moment. Just need one trade to get us green again. What would I day trade on? This is what I day trade on, is DAS Trader Pro. DAS, the acronym DAS is Direct Access Software, so DAS, DAS Trader Pro. MDVL, I'll give you a look at MDVL whilst I'm waiting for something to move. It's having a good day. 6% up on the day. Not a huge volume, but it's an upwards trend. It's trading above the VWAP, and that's what you look for. I'm not seeing any good setups for me to trade it, and it is below $3. So, but it's having a good day in comparison. It's been doing this for a while though. It's been trading at this kind of level, $2.50 to $3 for a few days now. So it's kind of ranging sideways overall, but it is making higher lows on a daily. What you want, it's a good sign. Sold off now. Airlines sold off. What about Nasdaq? So the Nasdaq's up, but it's had a bit of a sell-off, so a lot of them are following suit. Russell index is down. Still green on the day, but it's below the VWAP. I'm not impressed. The wider market, the SPY's up of the VWAP, so that's not looking too bad, but it's sideways. There's not a lot moving. Not a lot moving. Still waiting on something to give us some profits today. Sev's not looking great today. It is Sev on the 1 minute. It's been selling off pretty much since the open. Bouncing things, but it's now down on the day. I do the mentoring via Zoom, Jimbo. So we do the mentoring by Zoom. We can go over the trades one by one. After 1 month, can you do another 2 months at the 3 months price? No, you can do another 3 months at the 3 months price, Alistair. I don't have a 2 month price for renewals. I just have the 1 month, but you can do another 3 months price for the 3 months. That's fine. That's the advantage of going for 3 months in the first instance, because you get the discount of discounts at scale. Anybody seeing anything on these scanners that I'm not seeing? Because I'm not seeing anything on the scanners. CVNA, let's have a quick look at CVNA's chart before I even investigate. Not excited by that chart at all. Well, if it breaks, too expensive. $26K account. Not diving into this. I didn't mind doing it for Tesla yesterday, but it's Tesla, so how's Tesla looking today as it happens? I'm going to be trading it. Ooh. Pulling off. Up out of the gates and then big pullback. Oh, range here. What's this? What's this opening range? 62. Well, I was expecting it to get up to $11, 11,000 or 1,100. Get a Tony. I did say 1075 pre-market was what I expected, and went above that. To be honest, I'm a little bit disappointed in today's market. Halted. Well, that's not moving. $100,000. Not exactly huge volume either. Just in America. That looks volume. Well, 8 is green on the day, but 8 is back green on the day. Let's have a look at 8. It's back up at 1%. For 480s, the high of day right now is 478. 480 is the magic line in the sand there. 8er. Right, that opening range high. This could be bullish. United Airlines? No, not really. Volumes with Data at the moment. Oh. It's highs. Pull back. We're getting quite a nice volume. line in the sand is this. Have a tighter risk, but I'm just going to risk 9 cents. So for a beginner, you want to have you want to be able to analyze each trade. Why did you enter, and why did you enter at that price? That's the first one. What was your stop? What were you risking, Humbles? What were you risking at the time, and what was your profit? What was your take profit? Rather than reacting to the chart, you actually have a based on the chart and based on the price action and the patterns. You actually have a plan in mind. Just broke highs, broke the high of the day, and it's pulling back. Mind that, as long as it doesn't pull back too far. Add to the position if we get volume through. Like of 85. Next add is 85. In for 5,000 shares. We took some profit up at the top at 485. Headed it back. So a break even now is 480. That's where I put the stop. Get over $5, which Eta has done this week already. Up at $7 on Tuesday. Get over $5. No reason why we can't want a little bit of a run. Don't know what chart you're looking at in terms of saying head and shoulders. It isn't moving as quickly as we normally like, but all's good. It's up now. 485. Broke $5. Just 5,000 shares. Dividing this up at 490. Back green on the day. Bit of resistance here. Pull back to maybe $5. S5 as support. 5.95. If it dips 5 cents below $5, then I'll just get out. But S5 as support, that's very bullish. Okay, guys, nice. We're 480 average cost on this particular trade, so I'm now looking for an add at this candle to make a new high, which in this case is 511, 512. Stop a little bit further up, find a little bit of distance up here at 510. That top 510. Just ATER is the ticker, and had a red to green move today. So it was down on the day pre-market, and just after 10 o'clock it turned green, and that's where we are right now. Finding a bit of resistance at just over the $5 level. We want to keep it support on $5 for the move up. It's consolidating at the moment. We've got 5,000 shares in at the moment. So we're currently, it stands on the current position, just over $1,000 in unrealized gains, as you can see on the screen there. We've got $1,000. We just got stopped out now. Okay. So we've just made 825 on that trade. So we're $1,000 good on the day. We're in profit to $1,000. That's the importance of having stops in place. So we're not doing too badly today, considering that there's not a lot to trade. To be honest, one stage I was thinking it was going to be a no trade day. Okay, so now Next candle to make a new high. Don't mind a pullback. If I'm looking at the 5-minute chart, which I am, at the 5-minute chart, we've had this nice run up, a bit of a pullback, a bit of consolidation. So it's fine. Back to the 1-minute. Next candle to make a new high will break 5 or 6. I didn't draw this resistance line here. This resistance line's been here from previous days. So it's funny how it's still respecting this line as a resistance line. Same here with the 479. It went up here and respected it. And that's the power of technical analysis. And I'll teach you how to do that. Pull back below that big angle. Going bigger size. So add at 550. Looking, didn't like the look of that doji there. Week, so I'll just get a kind of break even. It just cost me 25 bucks. That's not a big deal. So we're still 975 profit on the day. Okay, what else is moving? WEL. Continued halts. Another volt. Look at this. Ouch. Moving up big time. A minute for this to resume, and let's see what happens. Let me have a look at why this is moving up so much. I'm not seeing any big important in the section. Bidding halt. I can see it's halted, but why? That was yesterday, last week. Short float data, what interest data. Don't know why this is moving up so volatile. parabolic. Should have resumed, so this is probably going to be a 10-minute halt. Okay, come back to that one. What's his name? Reserve core on low volume. It is still moving up, is it? Pulling back now. So we got it at the right time. So this is a classic example of watch for these dojis. There are, of course, it's not 100%, but I would say it's a good 80%. You get a doji on a move up, and you get a doji like this, a little hanging man, then it's indicative of a change in sentiment. And if you can get out break even or at a profit, then do it. You can always, if it doesn't reverse and start pulling back, then you can always re-enter. But a doji it's an exit signal. The same way on the inverse, if it's selling off, it could be an entry signal that it's getting a little bit oversold or overbought, depending on which way you're doing. If you use these dojis in connection with the RSI as additional confirmation, absolutely, it's usually an exit indicator. So just be wary of these. It's not 100%. None of these patterns are, as we saw yesterday with 70 and the bull flags, but they are fairly reliable. So back to SWL. Getting the big moves here that like the volatility, a little bit light. Got in this one and had that first halt up, halted up, then pulled down, and then started to move back up. That would have been the time to get in. Ready for the next halt. So this is what, the fourth halt in a row. Fifth. Three. Third halt. Halt 1, halt 2, halt 3. Should resume at 10:31 market time. What else is moving? Veru, just gone green on the day. Our old friend Veru. High of day here is 11.95, so I want to see it break. It needs to break 12. Breaks 12, it could be interesting. You want to take it for breaking 95 because you've got the whole dollar resistance at 12. It's only 5 cents away, so you've got to be conscious of these kind of levels. One IO break was not trading any. Got over 12. This is what distance from previous days at 12:15, so of this candle breaks 12 with quick loss. It's normally when we get a run up there, that's normally the exit indicator for us, first candle to make a new low, so we can always get back in if it makes high. So might well do that. 12:08, so we're looking at 12:10. Goodness, it moved up straight up into another halt. Doomed. 10:31, we missed it. Into another halt. This is going absolutely parabolic today. SWVL. That should be 10:36 when that resumes. 10:37. Leave the seconds on that. Not huge volume because people can't trade it. It keeps halting. Look at Peru. Did make an high? Waiting for something to present itself. Yeah. Catalyst. Oh, we're not getting a lot of stocks to trade. It's just very quiet. There's a very small select few. Don't like the look of this on Veru. Descending triangle. Usually break downwards. It's sold and the $5 now, so $4.93 with see that back above $5 before I'll consider trading that again to the upside. That's what we've got to look at. 41. Okay. So that's moving up. This, extracting. Netflix is 5% down on the day now. It's continuing to sell off. 5-minute chart on Netflix. Had to break even on the day, and then look, still going down. Watch for a bounce. I've been saying with Netflix, watch the 4-hour time frame, the first 4-hour candle to make a new high. That's the time to take a position. That's when you're going to get the bounce. Two. Which bells like that at all. Sure. The chat's quiet. Either I'm extremely engaging, or you guys are, on the edge of your seat biting your fingernails or something. But the chat's very quiet. I don't know why. I need to refresh it. So, I'm looking at the chat, and it's just stalled on this on the other window. That's my bad. Explain hammers. So, I will do, but I'm not going to do that here because I'm going to be publishing a video on that very subject on YouTube. I will point you to my YouTube channel. Lost on Veru, so did I, buddy. Seeing 990 on the resumption for SWVL. Not buying anything until I get the confirmation of the move. Extremely volatile is this. Make a couple of K on it, or you could lose a couple of K. Very short space of time. That didn't hold. That just halted down. That halted down. That was like 3 seconds. Halted down. Hey, look. But there you go. Look, 3 seconds. Else to trade in the meantime, because that's going to be at least 47 before that resumes. That's volatility for you. That's volatility for you. So I've got to look at that now and decide whether it's worth taking the risk. The catalyst on SWVL. Just looked at that, didn't we? Couldn't find the catalyst. They submitted Form 15 and 12B last Thursday, but I'm not seeing anything significant today for SWV on the news. So press releases, but no results. News just extremely volatile at the minute. Whether someone's pumping this, I don't know, but definitely volatile. Not got the no earnings report till next month. I don't know what the honestly don't know what the catalyst is, but it's 107% up already. What have you been doing? I'm guilty. Little bringing your steps usually when you've been. Volume and volatility in spades, absolutely. Well, the volume, it's not getting enough time to get the volume candles in. So I mean, if we look at this, the volume on this one, it's 21,000 or whatever it was. On the 5 minute, 136 over the that dropped down. 136,000. I mean, that's not high volume, but it's like 236,000 in like 4 seconds. So it is volume. You know, it's all relative. But none of these candles, 5 minute candles, none of the candles are million share candles. Simply because it's just not getting the chance. Yeah, they're big enough candles. That's cool. That halted at 42.14. So 47.14. It should resume. That's the question. If up, or will it move back down again? Going 604. I'm showing a huge gap down on the level there. Like, that can't be right. 604. It's gotta be wrong. There's a catalyst there. It just Zing haven't pulled it up. It's this. Ah, right. Okay, I've got it. Decent SPAC. none of this is catalyst from today. This is all or ago. They stop moving. But no, I can't find anything specific to warrant such volatility. It wasn't an IPO, it was trading under a different name 2 weeks ago. There's another 10-minute halt. I don't know what's happening with this SPAC, but if there's anything else worth facing. High Harbour. Up there, but I've got the volume. Nothing with volume. That's what we're missing. We're really missing volume today. That's it. Quiet on YouTube today. Quiet on Twitch. Looks like you've got competition on Twitch, Phil. That's the most active Twitch user for my stream. $52.14. Gardening day is a lovely day for gardening. Blue skies and everything. I'll be taking take this mutt for a walk along the canal later. Enjoys that. I'll see if her boyfriend's up for joining her. No, it's not that it's too many sellers, because basically it's a zero-sum market. There's a lot of sellers, there's a lot of buyers. There's exactly equal amount of both. What it is it's volatility hold. So if it moves more than 5% in 5 minutes, it halts. So, no, sorry, 15 minutes. 5% in 15 minutes it will halt. And that's what it's just a kind of a cooling down factor that the SEC do. No trading gets suspended, then it resumes, and most of the time it's a 5-minute halt. It's a particularly volatile stock. We'll try and cool it down and give it a 10-minute. The longest that I've been trapped in is 30 minutes, and it was the best 30 minutes of my trading career because it gapped up 25%, and I made a huge amount on that, just on that gap up alone. But it's just purely down to volatility. If you think about it, people selling, you can't sell to anybody if there's nobody buying. There we go, it's gap down. Presumed gap down. We're testing $8. I get a bounce at the VWAP here. Worth eye on this. A bounce at the VWAP. VWAP is 780, 789. Touching the VWAP there. This now goes. Next halt down is 741. See this start to move up. This green candle will give us an indication of whether buyers are going to come in and buy this. $20. 33 the halt. Halt up at 9. Getting a bit of support at the $half level, 750. Break 750, it's probably selling off. Look for pattern. That's selling off. That looks like that's might have missed our opportunity to make a quick buck on that one. Not to say it could turn around, and but 4 halts in a row. Usually an indication that, and the last one was a halt down. That's sentiment change. Some volume come in, break of $8. According to plan. Well, I've only got $22 there. I tried to take half off. I only got 100 shares bloody filled. That's a bit crappy. Terrible, Phil. Come on. Buy my order. Order there. Spreads are quite big. There we go. Nice. I've stopped out for break even on that piece. Okay, so $500, nice quick $500 for that bull flag turnaround. I could have got more if I'd pulled the trigger a little bit earlier. I just wanted the confirmation of the break through $8. But ideally, a good entry would have been for the break of the VWAP at 780. I got in at 810. Handle here was 775. So the break at the VWAP at 780 would have been a better entry, but I just didn't want to run into that whole dollar resistance level. It went up, it did. So it took, I can't believe I only got 100 shares filled there. But there you go. Sometimes that happens. When you've got wide spreads, sometimes if you've got a limit order, you don't get your fill as much as you could. So I just got the bounce there. This looks like it's looking a bit weak right now. What time are we? 4 p.m. I don't think I've tried this much more unless I see a turnaround in terms of in lower volume candles as well. So we missed the volatility here. Okay, well, I think I'm going to end the stream. I'm going to make myself a nice cup of tea and come back, see if there's anything to look for in the next 15 minutes, and then take this one for a walk while it's sunny. In the meantime, remember, I will be back at it tomorrow. Just make sure that you're either subscribed to whatever channel you're watching on right now. You subscribed and you've got the notification bell or whatever it is. If I do decide to come back for Power Hour, you get notified when I go live. And, we can do it all again this evening if I do go live for Power Hour. Or you can just check back to see if I am live. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Take it easy, guys.